Yo, 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 yo. We got Mike. Yeah, we got Mike. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this world today. I did just get caught out on some small trades on the funded account there. So I am currently down about $100 on this account for the day. It was a little bit cheeky with the. To be honest, it looked like a good setup, and then I probably sort of FOMO'd into the second one. But it was only like a $50 risk on both trades, so I was trying to catch a little sneaky one before New York Open, which probably shouldn't have, but we can't always be right. Let me close that down, let me bosh that in there. I don't really have any expectations for this session as it stands currently. There's a few areas I am watching for potential rejection, one of them coming up in a second, but given, oh, we have news at 10 as well actually. So the first area I think might get rejected is this one here, because we've been rejected previously at this level multiple times. There is a very heavy sell delta there as well. But just to go through the trade that I just took, basically saw all of this absorption followed by aggressive buying, so I tried to take a stab long, but that got taken out pretty quickly, and then we saw aggression coming in below this group of big sellers, so I tried to get on the short down, and that was also taken out pretty quickly. So really probably shouldn't have traded that given how close it was to New York Open. I am pretty tired at the minute. I've just got back from Muay Thai, so I'm pretty cooked. I didn't sleep well last night either. Buyers seemingly in control of this one at the moment. Lots of aggressive buying coming in. However, looks like it's starting to be met by sellers. So Friday was the 3rd, wasn't it? Really small session on Friday, but that was obviously the bank holiday for 4th of July, so volume is expected to be lower. Okay, so we're at that level where we got rejected before. The buyer's very, very aggressive here. Lots of buy volume coming in. Might be a nice short though if it does get rejected, which it looks like it is starting to get rejected. Low target is probably something like 720. Aggressive selling coming in now. It was really a bit too quick for me to get on anything there. I'm going to take these two levels off because they're not really showing much at the minute. We are also at a value area high, so a rejection from here does make sense. Which it looks like that might be what we're getting. Buyers are holding it at the minute, but have they got enough to push through the level at the top? I don't know. We've got a sell box on the NQ effort chart as well. So aggressive selling in the area above would probably be a nice little stab short if we could get there. Don't want to be too aggressive on this account today. So I've already done a winning day with Alpha, so that one's in the bank. Fucking hell, look at the aggression from the sell side now. Look at the speed of tape on the right hand side. Yeah, this is definitely a rejection. Should have just put a limit order at that delta level. This is what I was expecting to happen, honestly. I know I said I didn't really have any expectation, but if I was to pick a side, probably be short. Probably down to the composite POC. Damn, that would have fucking printed if I'd have just managed to get on that. There is some liquidity in this area for buyers, so I think I'm just going to let this play out for a little bit. We're just sort of rejecting both sides of the value area. But I have a suspicion we'll probably go short here. I'm going to take that off because there ain't no way I'm getting on that now. Momentum play from here maybe. Very aggressive sell volume coming in. But there's not really anywhere for me to get a stop. You know, if I want to stop, I'd want it pretty close. And right now, it doesn't really give me that. So I'm just going to let it play out. Oh, we do also have news at 10 a.m. So do I really want to be taking a trade that I might be stuck in until the news comes out, and then the news comes out and I get wrecked? Probably not. So we might just be chilling for the next, 15-20 minutes or so. Just see what happens, see if we can get a read on the market. Given the low volume of Friday, I think we might see a pretty big session. I'm not sure if people have realized the increase in some of the days that we've been having. We're having like 1,000-point days recently. Anywhere from 500 to 1,000 points. That's a big move. If you can catch the tops or bottoms of them, you are on to a winner. Now, looking at Wednesday and Thursday of last week, we did build lower value on the 5 minute. Oh, why does my 5 minute never work? Just work, bro. 5 minute. There's one. And where's the other? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what OBS's problem is. If anyone knows how to fix OBS, please tell me, because it's doing my nutting, mate. Doing my fucking nutting. My top step P&L isn't working again. Like, it works and then it just dies off for some reason. Like, if I go back to it, my window capture should be set to Chrome, which is... This should be my... Oh. Hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking minute. Oh, there we go. Don't know what that was all about. So this one should be there. Okay, well, we'll stick on the 1 minute for now anyway. Get some rejection at the bottom of this leg as well. Building out quite a nice profile, so if we get a break above or below here, could be a good little setup. Buyers looking pretty strong at the minute. If they break past this high delta level at the top, could be a longs day. But yeah, given the news is at 10, I think it's a PMI release. Let me get rid of that off my top step. Profile's building out quite nicely here. Yeah, if we get a push past this, the red line basically, I think higher is probably on the cards. Where would we go from there? Well, we'll be looking maybe 31.23. So there's an area of Wednesday's session. Wednesday wasn't quite like wasn't a big mover really. So it's hard to say what's going to happen today. It's a Monday. Yeah, Mondays are a bit shit really. Not the best days in the world. It's definitely better days to trade, I think. Sellers stepping in at that level again. Why's my pointer gone all funny? Delete that. Okay, that looks like most of the initial volume. Today's been a pretty grindy day. Sometimes that's good, especially when I trade Asia sessions sometimes in the morning, just because I'm in Thailand, and can be quite nice just to get a little runner. I think I got a 5R or something this morning, 5 or 6R. So only risking $50 and made about 300 quid. I got stopped out on a trade after that. And then obviously the trades that I just mentioned earlier on this Top Step account. Looking at the effort chart at the minute, it's a little bit choppy. No real direction. 2 minutes until the opening range forms. Where is our opening candle? That's going to be this one. So the minute our opening range is looking something like this. Value area low is a little bit below the opening range, but the value area high is pretty in line with the opening range. So a nice push above the high delta sell zone that I mentioned earlier, along with a push and a rejection of that level, would look pretty good for longs, honestly. But I still think probably best just wait for 10 AM, just be hands off for a little while. I know it's very, very boring sometimes waiting for trades, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta sit and go with the flow, or lack of flow if that's the case. Right, we're coming up to that level now. So I want to see us break above this. Buyers do look pretty dominant in this area. They're really trying to break through whatever liquidity pushed back earlier. Very high speed of tape coming in right now. High buy volume also coming in, as you can see on the CBD. Okay, there's the push. We have aggressive buying coming in. How's it looking on the stats? Delta percentage is at 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. I think this is I think this probably pushes higher, honestly. I just don't like how close we are to news. That be the only thing for me. Let's see if the buyers hold this buy level. Stops is going to be around about here. More aggressive buying, matched with volume. Potential absorption though. Okay, my P&L is up and working again, so OBS has obviously kicked into life. Yeah, buyers look like they're getting absorbed here. This is going to be the high of the day. Buyers coming in strong here. Sorry, sellers coming in pretty strong. Looks like a failed auction higher. Let's just see. Let's see what happens here. Buyers are still pretty strong. There was a buyer we've just rejected on that level as well. Buyers still coming in. Quite a lot of buying, but not a lot of results. Alright, it's starting to get a bit of a push now. Okay, lots of buying coming in, but again, the result's not really there for them. This could be a good sell opportunity. It's a little bit more of a risk than I would like right now, honestly. So we're basically just sat in Friday's range, which obviously was a bank holiday, so it doesn't really give us a massive amount to go off. Okay, aggressive buying coming in. Let's see if they get rejected. If they do, I think a good short might come with this one. It's high volume, but they're not able to push the price higher right now. Let's see if we can get a bit of a zoom in on what's going on. We are also at value area high. I think short might be nice here. Push in, push in. Let's see if we get a rejection. We are also at the opening range high though, so it's a little bit risky. The closer we're getting to 10 AM, the less I like it. Have to go break even basically straight away. So that would be my stop loss there. Aggressive buying, aggressive buying. Buy imbalance just popped up. Very aggressive buying. If they push past, we'll probably get a squeeze. So we should get a nice push to the upside. Oh, we're just going to reject this level though is the question. It's a big sell sat right here. Right where we're at now. Okay, I think we're pushing through. Just don't like how we've got news right around the corner. I think I've missed if I was going to get on this. Really? Yeah, the risk's a little bit more than I would like normally. Yeah, I think this is going to run higher. There is a target just above. see what happens. Okay, there's the sellers stepping in. Buyers are really aggressive here. And they are getting results as well. Very aggressive buying. We are at the target level though, so I don't really want to get on this either. In terms of the 5 minute, broken the value area high as well. But yeah, we are at a potential level of reversal. So also actually, yeah, I'm not super keen on longing this actually. Whoa, what the fuck? I think we might start to see sellers come in here. Buyers are looking like they're getting absorbed at the top. Aggressive selling coming in. Sellers are really aggressive here. If we weren't so close to the news, I would short this. I would short the fuck out of it. Yeah, fuck. Just tapping the value area high of the 1 minute. We've tapped into a previous value area of, what's that, Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, which was used as a rejection level previously. So that's what I'm watching at the minute. This is pretty heavy absorption at the top. Something like that might be nice. Sellers came in very aggressively here, but we are also testing the value area high, so there's nothing really shouting at me to get in a trade right now. There's more things going against it than are going for it, honestly. Doesn't mean to say it's not gonna pay off, but we've got 5 minutes till news, so I'd have to be very cheeky with the stops if I was gonna go for it. Then you've got absorbed seller down here as well. Yeah, nothing really tickling my fancy right now. Coming into an area of potential sells as well. I feel like we might go lower from here, but I just don't like the look of getting on it right now. I'm trying to keep my risk pretty low on this account as well. Just because it's in drawdown, I want to try and keep my risk low and catch some nice risk to reward trades. So this morning I caught a 6R, just because I was able to get really low risk on it. What are we, 4 minutes to news? Yeah, it's too close for me to be taking a trade here. It's just too risky, boys. Sometimes you have got to risk it for the biscuit, but you also have to be smart about your risk. So probably just going to go for a winning day today if I do take a trade. The area here on the 5 minute, these big sellers here at, yeah, funnily enough, it's right where those buyers got rejected. It's almost like it's a coincidence, eh? Very coincidental how you can see exactly where these rejection points are. What are we? 3 minutes to news. 3 minutes to news. With patience for quite a while. Patience is probably my biggest challenge, honestly. But it's something I'm working on. There's my alarm to tell me don't take a trade because there's news coming. 4.5. So that would be good for the dollar. Yeah, I think we'll go short, honestly. I've got shorts in my head now. They react so quickly from these levels sometimes. It's impossible to get on unless you have a limit order set. Like you'll be 20 points away by the time you've actually market executed. You're fucking miles away. Absolutely miles away. And I find that's an issue I keep having with Top Step because when I execute on deep charts, I get a nice entry. But when I try and execute on Top Step because it's on a different screen, by the time I've got over to it, sometimes the fucking prices move 20 or 30 points. My mentor actually said the same thing he is noticing. So top step, you need to sort your shit out, bruv. Don't know why they can't just be like everybody else and just use a rhythmic or DX feed or whatever. Oh, don't tell me I'm lagging. Am I lagging? So sellers seem to be dominating here. We've got 50 seconds. Come up to this area of rejection, reject there and push back down again. So I'm considering taking something like you see on screen. Would be a potential. Where would our targets be? 716 I actually like the look of. Something like that. That would be a nice little trade. So when I'm setting these trade ideas, I'm setting like an overall target. Like, if it was really going to push, where do I think it would go? And they may seem a bit excessive, but that's not necessarily my end, or not necessarily where I will take profits. Okay, sell volume coming in, but price is trying to push higher a little bit. So on the volume profile, I'm just moving things along to the nearest sort of swing leg. Yeah, price is trying to push back to that area where we just rejected. There's lots of sellers in this area though, so whether it'll come all the way back up. I would like it to come up a little bit, just so I could get a better entry. Like that even would be nice. That would be nicer. Yeah, right about here somewhere, there's a big seller sat there. Well, this is an area where there was sells previously, so normally when you see these areas where sellers enter the market, they'll normally load up again on their entries, so it's like a reload. Okay, sellers getting pretty aggressive here. Okay, they're at one of the areas where the sellers were. So I'm looking at the screen on the left hand side here to see. Let me see if you can see it all. Actually, might be a little bit too far over. But I'm watching the effort, seeing who's putting more aggressiveness. Who's being more aggressive? There's a little imbalance there. Okay, sellers are coming in again here. Yeah, I think we're going to go short. There is a couple of buy boxes, buy side effort boxes below. So I want to see how it reacts there. Let's try and clean up our volume profile a little bit. Yeah, we're just sort of sitting in the range at the minute. I don't mind if I miss, catching the top of this. If I can catch a breakout of, something lower, that's also fine with me. Starting to see some buy effort come in. Sort of just sitting in this range currently. It's not really anything to do. I'm going to sharpen up my 5 minute. Just get a better look of what's going on. A little bit closer to the action. But yeah, as you can see, it's just chopping about. But this is actually quite nice for the type of trades that I like to take. I like it where it builds out a nice little profile. We can see some big areas where we're likely to get a rejection, like here. And then we can go from there. So we can see buyers tried pretty hard in this area. We've also rejected it there. Starting to like the look of this a little bit more. I think we're just going to get slammed down though, honestly. And I don't think I'll be able to get a nice entry. But let's see. 5 minute candle's about to close in the next 30 seconds or so. Yeah, sellers getting more aggressive here. Value area low on this leg is not particularly defined. There's not like a super amount of sell volume coming in. Sellers are taking this, I think. Let's see if they get a break below this area. I think it could be good. Could be a good area. I think this is where they're going to start to push from. So we're just at the value area low on the effort side of things now. So we'll either reject here, go higher again, or if we get a breakout, might look to take a little stab short. Sellers look to be dominating. There is some buy volume coming in, but it looks like it's getting absorbed. And if it does, that's a good indication for me that price wants to go lower, honestly. Right, there's a big buyer. Let's see how he gets on. So see how we just rejected so clean off the value area low there? This is why you want to see a breakout first before you get in, not just anticipate that it's going to break. Because I'd have been out now, I think. Buyers very aggressive here. 14% buy delta in terms of percentage. Still just hanging around the area of the area of value that was above. Buyer's pretty strong here. Let's see if they get rejected at this area. If we see a big push from the buyers and a rejection, so no result, that's a pretty good sign it's going lower. But I don't want to jump in too soon. And this is where the game of patience will pay. Sometimes you just gotta wait. Just gotta wait and see what happens, you know? You can either flip a coin or you can actually build some data, and that's what every one of these candles has given us now. Okay, lots of aggressive buying coming in. Very aggressive buying. If we break this level, I think a buy looks good, but buyers keep getting very aggressive, and then they get to this level and they fail. So what's our targets if we're looking to go higher? Potentially 120, which would line up well with my orb strategy. So I'll be looking to target this 110 area. Okay, we're starting to get a bit of a breakout now. Look at the volume though. Lots of buy volume, not really much result. So sellers are coming in to meet these buy orders. Doesn't mean they're going to soak them all up, but at the minute they're trying pretty hard to soak them up. Like a sponge, like a fucking sponge. Sell effort on the profile as well. Starting to break that level now. Let's see. Let's see. Buyers, again, statistically, they look pretty good for a push here. But is this level going to hold? This is the level where they got rejected earlier. You can see the big effort from the buyers, but there's more buyers sat waiting down here as well. Look, and there you go. Sellers coming back in to try and defend that level. This is why you've just got to wait. If they get absorbed, though, I like the look of a buy. And my stop will be just below that. And I'll be targeting above. I want to see them really break out past this level, though. Break out with some good volume. Otherwise, we're just gonna sit between this level, I think. It's quite a high delta percentage on the previous 5-minute candle, but it's also being met with a high delta from the sellers on this one, so yeah, sellers aggressive here. This candle closes bullish. Nope. Sellers on the bottom of the candle though, which means buyers are wanting that level pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. I think it's starting to go for higher here. We have also broken out of the opening range high. I think I just got a little bit of lag there. Sellers aggressive again. There you go, there's the break. Okay, can we get an entry? That's the question. Buys at the top looking to get absorbed again. Sellers still defending that level. I think I might need to get deep down because it'd be really nice to see where the orders in the book are. Okay, this is looking pretty good. It's looking good for buys. If we can show that we're absorbing all of these sellers, I think we're good to jump on a buy. Starting to push. I want to see that seller rejected would be nice. Let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get it. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm gonna enter a buy there. I want to see the buyers really push past this level now with some aggression. Because if not, it means that sellers are taking over. Okay, we're starting to push. Be nice to see a little bit more aggression from the buy side though, really. It's not as ideal as I would like, honestly. I want to see buyers get really aggressive here. At the minute, there's not much buying coming in. Okay, there you go. That's starting to look a bit better. There's buy volume coming in, but it's just not going anywhere. Okay, now we're starting to get some movement. I think they're getting absorbed here, honestly. There's lots of buying coming in, but sellers are meeting it pretty aggressively. Okay, lots of buying coming in now. I'm not sure the buyers are going to take this, if I'm completely honest. They're just not getting as much result as I would like to see. There is buy volume coming in, which looks good, but if we close this kind of bullish, I think I'm going to go break even. 26 seconds. I'm getting a bit of lag as well, which I don't like. 10 seconds till candle close. Okay, now we're starting to see some aggression. I'm gonna go break even there because volume's not coming in as nicely as I would like. I think I might get stopped out break even here, honestly. Sellers are getting pretty aggressive here, which is good if we can hold the level. Oh, look at the selling that came in there. Can you see that on stream? There was a big chunk of selling just came in. What did my entry get in at? 3014. Target's a little bit too high really for trying to get a winning day, but I might just have to take what I can get, honestly. Let's see if we can run it up anyway. We're in now, so it is what it is. Only up about $50. We are also touching VWAP. Big selling at that area though. Don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna get taken out here.
Order filled.
Yeah, there you go. I'm out. Seller's getting aggressive now. So there's a lack of participation from the buyers. And given that sellers are getting aggressive in this area, could be a short idea from here. I think shorts makes more sense, honestly. Let's see if the buyers can hold this level, because sellers are getting very aggressive here. There's also a sell effort box, it's just came in. Sellers are really pushing this. Look at all the sell volume coming in. But they're not getting results yet, so I'm just going to wait and see what they do. We are also testing the value area high, so still at this point it would be more like a longs position. It's just all of these big buyers got absorbed and they're not really participating in this movement. Interesting watch. Interesting watch indeed. It's that effort I'm seeing is looking more like a rejection. That was a big old seller stepped in at the top there. Right, I'm gonna drop a short on here. More aggressive selling coming in. Buyers trying to hold it though. Might cut this one off. If we don't see some movement down, I'm going to cut the position. Buyers are trying to step in. Buyers coming in pretty heavy. There's also an imbalance of buyers at the top. We also tapped the value area low on the effort chart, so could just be rejecting this area. If we see a break below that though, I think it's looks nice. Looks nice on the short. But we're just we're getting a lot of pressure from the buyers right now. The value area is building higher as well, it looks like, so I think I'm gonna cut this position honestly. Fuck. Yeah, buyers are super aggressive now. The seller's gonna come in. I think I'm gonna get stopped on this one, I think I'm gonna call it a day there if that's the case. Getting a bit of a bad read on the market today. I'm going to see some aggressive selling come in. Or we're just going to go straight to stop loss. Reaching that area again where sellers were aggressive. There's a bit of buy effort coming in now as well. If that buyer at the top gets absorbed, it might look a little nicer, but at the minute it doesn't look great, honestly. There's sell effort coming in though. Who's taking control though? It's a real mixed bag at the minute. If I get stopped out, I'm gonna call it a day. Buyers are trying to come back in here. I want to see us break down through this buy box really. There's some sell effort coming in, but it's been met by buyers. So doesn't look ideal right now. Sellers were really heavy at the top, but they're just not that interested right now. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to get taken out on this position, unfortunately. Just being realistic about it. Buyers are coming in pretty heavy. There's not a real decider in who's going where, you know? We're sort of sitting between value area highs and lows. There's buy effort, there's sell effort. CVD is edging slightly on the sell side, but not really definitively. And they're also not really getting any result, which is bad for a short. Bad for the short idea. Let's see. Okay, aggressive selling coming in. Is it going to hold those or just going to be met by buyers? It's just being met by buyers, I think. There's not a massive amount of participation from buyers right now though, but not aggressively anyway, but if there's orders in the book that are absorbing these orders, that could be taking it away. Let's see if we get some aggression here. Really want to see a break below that big seller. We're going to close underneath it. We're going to see some aggression now. Okay. Sell volume is starting to come in. I want to see this big buy get absorbed. That would be nice. But we are also at the value area low, so could just be another rejection back upwards. It's really not that clear at the minute who is going to take this, so I'm a bit mixed on what's going to happen, honestly. But I am in this short currently. I want to see sellers hold this level. But really, the profile's building higher. I want to see a nice break towards the downside. I want to see more aggression from sellers. But right now, it's buy aggression. Lots of buying coming in. Lots and lots of buying coming in. It's very heavy buy delta. 5-minute candle. We're sort of stalling in this area, past 20 minutes or so. So buyers might be struggling to push higher, but they are definitely trying. There's definitely buy volume coming in. Are we getting any aggressive moves from sellers? Not particularly. Just hit buy imbalance as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a shitty trade, this one, honestly. Turn the aircon down a bit, because I'm sweating by. Yeah, buyers are very aggressive here. Very aggressive. I think I'm going to get stopped. Unless these sellers step back in here. There's an aggressive sell, but I think it's just getting absorbed, honestly. Buyers are super aggressive here. This actually looks like a good breakout higher. If we break past the liquidity that's resting at the top there. which right now it looks like we're really trying to. The buyers are really trying to get past that, the big level of liquidity that's sat at the top. And I think if we do, we're just going to push higher very quickly. Maybe should have cut that position at the bottom there. The only thing going for the...
Order filled.
I'm going long on that there. Okay, that's it. That's a pretty clean breakout. Lots of buying coming in. Yeah, very aggressive on the buy. If we break above, I think I'm going to add a contract on here. I want to see this value area high hold. Can we break? Can we break above? Break through this. We're really going to get rejected here? Failed breakout. Okay, buyers are stepping back in here. More buying coming in. Lots and lots of buying coming in. Still sellers sitting here though. Sellers getting super aggressive here. Lots of selling. I want to see us close the sell box. Maybe we get a squeeze maybe. want to see buyers get aggressive here. But they're struggling. Fuck, they're really struggling. Wow, looks like there's some slippage there on the top step. There's a big wick down. Seller's getting very aggressive again. I think we're going to get stopped out here again. Yeah, I think that's... that looks like that's me done for the day. I'm basically at my upper end of my risk limit now, so don't really want to get involved anymore. That looked really good for a break, but it's just obviously a failure. Do the really aggressive bullish close here. I was in by fucking half a point there. Yeah, sellers are coming back in.
Order filled.
Okay, that's me done for the day. I'm down $250, so that's basically my risk for the day. So I don't want to get caught up in this bullshit. So I'm gonna save my account for another day. It's just very choppy. Like it's we did break out of this value area high. We had aggression, and then it just all died off. So that's it. I'm not gonna risk any more of my account. So I'm gonna lock myself out for the day. Be interesting to see where this goes because the buyers seem to want it more. Like all the sell-offs are just getting bought into. But yeah, I'm not going to trade anymore. I'm locked out of my account, so. We're going to get an aggressive sell-off now. Yeah, looks like it. Day after bank holidays doesn't seem great to trade, honestly. I think things are still just sort of deciding where they want to go. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that pretty aggressive sell-off now. Probably down to 29900 maybe. Yeah, we're gonna break this value area low. Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm at my risk tolerance for the day basically. So I don't want to push it. Don't want to push it. You need to preserve capital at the end of the day. I've already got a winning day on my other account, so that's fine. Buyer stepping in again. Fuck me. yeah, they really can't decide what they want to do today. So, right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to jump off. I've got better things to do in my day. So I will catch you on the flip side.